Greetings, entities and guardians, and my name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Cookie Run Kingdom. I feel like I almost said oven break there, which if I did, oops, but I'm pretty sure I said kingdom. But anyway, I'm going to be trying to go through more of the main story in this video, but I do want to try and do something in the next video. But for now, I don't think there's really much else for me to do. Let me just get a bunch of things here real quick. Gotta let my fountain charge up. Yes. I need pickaxes. Yeah, I have a shortage of pickaxes. I made myself a bunch of axes, and I have a bunch of shovels too. Which actually, speaking of which, what I should also do is I'm gonna go over down to my storage. I can fill this up, and it'll increase it by like what is that 14? I don't know, but I have a lot of these cubes and stuff, so may as well just spend that. And what's it cost to cost next? That is surprisingly, that's actually not as bad. Yeah, just 1,000 crystals. All I just need are extra cubes for it, which I have over here, which I should probably just let form some more cubes while I go ahead and venture off into Adventureland, or whatever the plug I'm going. Please let those form. And yeah, I'll just let some of those cubes form, get some of this stuff, and yeah, let's just mainly go on to the world exploration. See if we can get some good stuff going. 6:15. Let's immediately start off this. Let's immediately get some levels. And also, next video, I'm going to do a big decision. I'm going to decide to level up the cookies. Because I feel like we're so high in our kingdom level experience where we can basically level up our cookies like 10 times. And we can get some good upgrades. We can get some major boosts. So why wouldn't we want to upgrade them? I think like not upgrading them is just like bad. Especially like when we're getting like probably higher up in the levels. Which, hey, it might come to an advantage for us. Like, getting levels up and, like, you know, just staying on par with, like, the actual level cap with the kingdom is providing for us. I know it's kind of confusing of what I'm trying to explain, but welcome to HyperHimes. By the way, I still am feeling a wee bit sick, but luckily it's not too crazy now. My throat's feeling a lot better. The only thing I'll probably occasionally do is just, like, have a coughing fit, which, don't get me wrong, that sucks, especially when you record a lot like I do. But it's something that you just gotta deal with. And also, I have a bit of back pain, which is pretty interesting. I haven't felt that in a little bit. But, yeah, whatever. We're still gonna be running through these enemies. A bit of back pain isn't going to stop me from trying to take back the kingdom that is mine. Or ours, specifically. Because when I mean ours, I mean me and all the cookies that we have on our team. And in fact, that just goes for all the entities and guardians who are watching as well. Because you know I can't go on this journey without you. Every single one of you mean the absolute universe to me. Are we done with this level already? Feels like it hasn't been that long. Oh, okay. Then you have to whip out the whole arsenal against me. But then again, there's some ice cubes. Sorry to break the ice, but hey, that's my conversation starter. Did I say starter? Starter. I don't know. Okay, instantly level, instant done, instant finish. I completely forgot about the balloon back in... whatever. It's only like a 15-minute balloon thing. It's nothing too much to worry about. But anyway, we clear this up. We can access the next level. 333,000? Yeah, sure. The road to... I don't know why I just, like, stuttered there. The road is covered in black feathers. Probably the sugar swan's feathers. But as far as I know, the feathers should be transparent, radiating white light. Something bad must have happened. We must help the swan. You're so brave, Strawberry Cookie. This is Strawberry Cookie's bravery arc. Okay, we need to get to 618. Okay, so that's like 3 levels away. Like 618 included. That's 616, 617, 618. Alright, that's easy. Hopefully it should be at least. Unless it all of a sudden goes up by like 400 million power. And I'm just stuck there like, oops. Well, it looks like we can't help. Alright, well, good effort, team. Let's go back to the kingdom and then just, like, get some coffee or something. And then I'm just there like, oh, man, I feel bad. Because we're so weak, but we can't do nothing about it. Unless we could spend a lot of time in grinding. But I feel like at that time, it'd be too late. Man, if main stories had, like, time limits, that's how it would get me very stressed out. Man, it honestly reminds me of... well, first of all, it makes me think of 2 examples. Actually, after I beat this level and bring up these examples, I'm gonna go ahead and... oh, hey! Big defeat. Nice. Makes me think of 2 games. The beta for Luigi's Mansion and Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Because Majora's Mask had this, like, 3-day system where it was like, oh, you can only, you only have 3 days to save the whole world, and how you would have to do it is, like, you would need to have, like, a Song of Time to, reverse back to day 1. Because if day 3 reaches its end, then you lose, like, game over. But if you reverse Song Time, you lose, like, a majority of, like, your items that can be, like, stackable. If it's an important item, you keep it. But, like, if it's, like, an easy stackable item, like, sticks or something, like Deku sticks. Sorry for nudging the phone, that's my bad. But, yeah. I got you. But, yeah, it was kind of stressful, but, hey, I was able to beat the game my off time. I definitely do want 100% of the game if I'm capable to. Maybe I could do, like, a playthrough in the future. But who knows. But also, another thing I want to bring up is the Luigi's Mansion beta. Now, if anyone remembers Luigi's Mansion, like, there is, you know, it's just a game, you know, you play as Luigi, Super Mario Bros., and you just gotta go ahead and go for the mansion, capture ghosts, and you gotta try and save Mario. However, they had the feature in the game where it was like a time limit, where if the time limit reached, like, 12 o'clock or something, like, you had 24 hours to beat the game. I think, if I remember. And if it reached, if the time limit finished, then you would just get a game over, and you would get this pretty spooky, game over, like, screen. Which, honestly, I'm glad that they took that out of the game, because that would have been way more stressful. Especially for, like, people who love to, like, explore the game, and they try and take in all the atmosphere, or they try to find all the secrets and get all the loot. It's just pretty stressful. But hey, you know also is stressful? Trying to get through these plumbing levels. Let me try adjusting this camera over here, because it sucks, because I'm really, like, trying to make the camera balanced, but, I also like trying to make sure I try and make everything perfect, okay? And it stressed me out that it doesn't look like that. This would be way easier if I had a recording software, but that's not going to work with the current setup that I have. But anywho, I may as well go on to reading some comments here. We're actually getting near 8 minutes into the episode, so I may as well start off with the first comment. I'm going to be reading the comments from the Max Promotion Gingerbrave video and more, you know, that video where I got Gingerbrave to 5 stars. But our first comment comes from Eclair was mistaken, which is interesting, which they just say, bro, your videos are so awesome, which, first of all, even if, you know, like, in the persona of Eclair, just a commenter behind that, thank you so much for leaving that comment. Speaking of Eclair, look at that! I asked in, like, the shower seat. But, oh, it's another eyeball. Great. The third Dark Totem. But thank you so much for leaving your comment. Thank you so much for, like, leaving stuff. And I appreciate you just coming to the channel. Y'all are amazing. That just goes, that doesn't even just go for Eclair, that goes for literally everyone who visits the channel. But with that being said, we're going to move on to the next comment, just from, yes. This is the name? Yes, that's it. Saying, I like Ginger Brace wearing a suit. Pretty sure they meant Ginger Brave, but, honestly, I like the Ginger Brave wearing a suit, too, because he looks fashionable. That's literally the cookie drip. He looks like he's ready to walk down on, like, the red carpet. Like, you know, hey, what's up, boys? I am the mascot for the series. I appeared ever since Oven Break 2011. And not even 2 years before that, it was 2011 Oven Break was like the update for Oven Break in 2009. And yeah, I was the first cookie to pop out of the oven. Very best. It's just Ginger Brave popping in with the drip. Which also is a costume that he wears in Oven Break, like Cookie Run Oven Break. And I'm pretty sure it was a costume he had in Line Cookie Run, probably? I'm pretty sure Line Cookie Run had costumes. I don't know, but for all I know, they probably did. I'm just gonna assume they did because I know they're. I don't know. I'm not too smart. You'd think that I'd be smart, but surprisingly, I'm not that smart. But thank you so much for leaving the comment. All right. We also have a comment from someone's name who I can't read because it's actually in a different language. It's like 3 symbols that I actually can't understand. But they just asked, I have a question. Why don't you record from the phone? Why don't you record from the phone? Basically, that's what they're saying. Like, and by why don't you record from the phone, I'm pretty sure I mean they, why don't I record with, like, a screen software instead of, like, oh, you're recording with the plugging camera? Why? Well, that's because I actually did type this out to explain to them, but I basically said, the main reason is I actually do have a recording software that I use to record Oven Break with called V-Recorder, which I commonly use. By the way, 330,000 experience again? Give me, if I could add a cha-ching sound effect, I would, but that'd be for money, not XP. And also, here's the thing, trying to record Kingdom with the same software causes the software to not only abruptly close on itself, but also corrupts the recording. The only way I can record the series is by recording it with another camera, which luckily, thank the Lord, I have this previous camera, which versus my previous generation camera, which only held 16 gigabytes, which now the camera that I use to play this on, and by camera I mean phone, it holds 32 gigabytes, and also I have a big memory card on this. By memory card I mean SD card. But yeah, that's basically the short end reason. I'm pretty sure I explained this in like one of the earlier episodes of Cookie Run Kingdom, but I don't know. But anyway, now the totem gone. It means that there's only one left. Let's do that, friends. I feels like I said, let's do the friends. Oh, doing this will give me 330,000 experience. Yep. Now there's only one more over here. Yep, here we go. Wonderful. Alright. Let's move on back over here. And we can just easily remove this. I know this isn't going to give us XP, but hey, at least it gives us coins. But okay, so after this, what would happen? So, I would have to travel all the way up here, get this last thing, fix that. I would go through these gates, go through a couple levels, and then I'm guessing there would be a boss here. Okay, I think I understand. So, let's do like 2 more. Let's get up to these bushes, and then I think it's a good place to end the episode. I think it would be, at least. Because maybe in the next episode of the main story, we can actually get through this world, which I'm super excited for. Because the more that we get through this world, the more XP that we get, baby. Anyway, hey, you stop that. You actually get out of my way. I don't care about you. Let's go on and read another comment from Hanif A-Kid, who has commented a couple times previously on this channel, who says, Ancient is really hard, Ancient is really hard, same as Legendary, and if you really want the Ancient, you have to do many pull, and you already got Frost Queen, and by the way, nice outro, I just realized. Well, first of all, thank you so much for telling me that the outro looks cool, I'm really happy about that. And also, big shoutouts to Zalius, who is actually the person who made my outro music, which I feel like I should just make that a video, just a whole length of, like, the outro music just being played, because that song is a bop, and I really hope that, like, I'm probably just gonna ask him, like, hey, can I just make a video where it's just, like, the whole unedited outro music, and hopefully he'll be like, sure, but, yeah, that's fun. But also, I can understand that I wouldn't get Dark Cacao. I'm pretty sure this was referring to, the episode where I tried pulling for Dark Cacao Cookie, and understandably, I did not get Dark Cacao Cookie. However, a pleb can always dream, right? Like, I will always try and get the best possible thing in these draws. And the only thing that I can rely on with that is luck. Also, by the way, I think since I beat this level, I can actually get a crystal reward from below for getting, like, 3 stars in all these levels. I'm pretty sure. If I'm not, then I don't know. But I think I gotta clear out this bush first. Oh, no, wait, I just gotta go through the level. Alright, sure, why not? Let's go ahead and answer another question known as my Crusty Toenails again. Back at it again, saying S1638. When you said my username, I laughed so loudly my mom had to check in on me. You always make my day. Well, I mean, when you have the name of Maya's Crusty Toenails, you just go like, huh. Man, that's a real name? I'm not judging you, I'm not making fun of your name, I'm just saying, like, man, that's one of the most out there names I've ever expected. And hey, maybe if I grow, I'm gonna see something that's somehow even more outlandish. But yeah, your username is very fun. But anyway, we have Custard over here. Something sweet must be ahead. It smells so delicious. Another poisonous mushroom, perhaps? No, trust me. Ah! Oh no, Custard Cookie's fallen into the trap. Oh no, this days were like Custard Cookie the Third. Real? I'm so sorry. I should have said goodbye first. That's not the problem. This is the most vile of all cookivorous plants. It can lure cookies into the trap with its sweet fragrance. Oh no! The plant's gonna eat Custard Cookie the Third! No, we can't. I will save him. White Lily Cookie, be careful. No, we have to save Custard. No, I'm so glad we didn't end the video off yet. We have to save my child. We have to save the child. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. We gotta really get through this now. This is my determination. This is my motive. This is the drive that I have to go through. Stop. Don't you dare stun me. Let's also read another comment in the meantime. This is from spelled with 4 M's, a capital M, then 3 lowercase m, saying, me having 0 gems, him 62,000 gems. I just don't spend much, and to be honest, for all I know, you could probably be way farther in the game than I am, so maybe that's why, because I feel like spending gems is definitely gonna have to be, like, a regular, once you get farther in the game, but then again, that's just from my standpoint, because I'm pretty sure my kingdom is only level, like, 28 or something, so I'm not as high as everyone else. But I just also like saving it for, like, the draws or, like, something important, like upgrading buildings. But, I don't know. I can't really, like, judge on other people's, standpoint of how their crystals are, so it's just odd. But hey, I'm hoping that you get a bunch more crystals in the future if you're currently at 0 right now. I'm hoping that you get all the crystals to exist. By the way, another comment we got from Gasheta saying, 455, use the pouches to upgrade better cookies. Just advice, nice videos as always. Don't worry, I understand using pouches will upgrade the cookies. I just want to save that for hopefully next video. Because I just want to make a whole video just upgrading all the cookies on my team. And hopefully we can have a big old fleshed out, full-fledged team. It's going to be very cool. By the way, I will read 2 more comments for this video. One from Foxboy. Remember Foxboy? They just said E. Well, I mean, towards the actually right. It's 2EZ, just like Foxboy said. And also, we have one from Bongo Shell who says, I only need Sea Fairy, Dark Cacao, and Pure Vanilla. Then I have all cookies. Honestly, I'm proud of you. All you really need is just the Ancients and Legendaries, which, shouts to you. You just need a very prime, like, you need the very solid cookies. Okay. Here we go. I think we'll just do this cutscene, then we'll end the episode. I think it's a good time to stop. Custard Cookie the Third. Or just, I'm Custard Cookie, you alright? Yeah, but my crown is bent. You have to thank White Lily Cookie for your rescue. Yeah, you're lucky with that White Lily Cookie knows so much about plants. White Lily Cookie, thank you. It's only natural for friends to help each other. I'm happy to have found friends in you. Am I blushing? Well, okay, that's just so cute. I just want to pet you. Okay. We get that. The kingdom's upgrade level 30! We can get cookies up to max level 40! The Great Leap. Ooh, that looks interesting, but I'm not sure if I should. It seems too good to be true. Oh, no. I'll just stick to doing what I do in the game. But with that being said, if you did enjoy this video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share with your friends for more Kicker Run content. And if you enjoy my content in general, want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, if you haven't yet, or you want to, hit the bell icon next to the subscribe. Yeesh, I suck at the outro. Ever since I gotten sick, I just gotten stupid at doing the outro lately. If you haven't yet, or you want to, hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button to receive all my notifications on this YouTube channel in the near future. I hopefully said also subscribe to my YouTube channel. And last but certainly not least, why not check out my merchandise in the description. I'm not forcing you to buy anything. I'm just saying there might be something interesting in the shop that you might be interested in. And also, be sure to leave as many comments or questions that you want. If you have a question that you want to ask me, then I'll feel free to answer it. If you have a comment that you want me to react to, then I'll feel free to react to it. And it's just all fun. It's fun times all around. But above all else, I will see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese.